Okay, guys, I wanted to give you a little bit more explanation about the difference between race and ethnicity. The book was a little short about it, I thought. Um, what race is a socially defined category based on real or perceived biological differences of people. We think about this as being basically physical characteristics. Common ones would include skin color, the shape of your epithelial folds above your eyes, hair color, hair texture, things like that. Now, regardless of race, people are 99.9% genetically identical. There's no actual gene to determine what racial group a person fits in. But society pays attention to this sometimes. Not all members of society, but sometimes people do. They pay attention to it, and then because they treat people differently based off this, potentially, then that is important and it's certainly worth studying. Okay? Ethnicity, is a socially defined category based on language, religion, nationality, or any other cultural factors. The biggest difference between race and ethnicity is race is based on biological traits and ethnicity is based on cultural traits. You learn your culture, you learn your ethnicity. You think about foods. If you have foods that are important to your group of people, whatever group that may be, you learn to make those largely from your parents. Um, your religious beliefs largely come from your family. Your language, you obviously learn from your family. That's your ethnicity. Ethnicity is also a lot more liquid than race, being that it can change. If you were to marry a person from a totally different background and you had children that were whatever you consider your ethnicity, but they were also Irish, and that was very important to your spouse because they were a very proud Irish person. You might embrace some of those Irish traditions and things like that. So your children's ethnicity would be a mixture of both. And you, because you are embracing that for your children, your ethnicity shifts a little bit as well. Now, the distinction between these two things, race and ethnicity, is important because race is always out there for everybody to see, while your ethnicity is not. As soon as you change one or two things about language or tradition, your ethnicity can switch. I'm quite certain that you've heard stories about Irish Americans being discriminated against. But if an Irish American is white and they change their name to a more English or British sounding name and they stop speaking with an Irish accent, to most people that they meet, all of a sudden they are just another white person. Okay. Where that is, you can't really do that with race. So that is an important distinction between these two things. But I wanted to make it clear that you learn your ethnicity. Race, you don't have to learn that. That is a genetic trait that you are just born with. If you have any questions about this specifically, please do feel free to email and ask me, and I will try to the best of my ability, to clear them up and answer your questions for you.